Legislation is needed for recruiting rural volunteer emergency responders in our state of Arkansas. Hi, I'm Jim Wallace, and I've proposed a plan to increase recruitment of rural volunteer emergency responders. I've volunteered with Inspiration Point Rural Fire Protection District for 9 years. There are several requirements to make it possible for the individual to become a volunteer. Let's focus on 3. Volunteer responders need altruism, they need time, and they need money. Together, I call this the ATM, and like the machines, they have their limits. The average age of a volunteer emergency responder was reported to be between 60 and 65 back in 2017. The retirement rates are outpacing recruitment. Meanwhile, the 911 calls are increasing. This trend is failing to provide a sustainable workforce. Arkansas depends on approximately 13,000 unpaid volunteers. Recruiting young altruistic adults is very challenging. Even though they might have the spirit, they got to find the time, and they can't work for free. Volunteers are required to train to the same national standards as their paid counterparts. And then be ready to serve when the call goes out, 24/7. Volunteers don't fight volunteer fires. Those fires are just as real as any other. The staff levels are critical to save lives and property, and to help reduce premiums on property insurance too. So how can our state government help? They can by funding resources for recruitment efforts. Then, we need less talk and more action. We need to pass a bill for a pay-to-train plan to provide a livable stipend for training responders. A living wage salary stipend will help volunteer recruits to have the time to train and respond to calls for a period of what I would recommend is 2 years. Fund programs for curriculum development and implementation to earn course credits in these fields. So far, what has your government done? They've offered new laws for tax breaks and income tax reductions, retirement funds, and protection for employers and liability of responders. But none of these legislative actions have helped to directly overcome recruitment obstacles. Arkansans expect results when they call 911, and the responders will deliver if they have the resources. Keep in mind that volunteer responders save American taxpayers as much as $140 million a year. So a good plan for our future is not a cost, but it's an investment. Here's my proposed bill. You might want to stop the video to take a moment to read it. And that's it. Thank you very much. Take a look again if you missed anything.